And for the record, if you would just please state your name, who you represent, and your position on the bill.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. My name is Jaime Puente. I represent Every Texan. I'm the Director of Economic Opportunity, and Every Texan is adamantly against HB 6, precisely because we're talking about spending $1.5 billion on a border barrier wall, concertina wire. Sounds like a combination of all of the above. And one of the things that we have seen since the governor has been in office is we've spent about $10 billion on so-called border security, and yet there has been little evidence showing actual deterrence. There has been little evidence showing these efforts have led to anything but the harms that we've seen kids go through, families trying to climb under razor wire. One of the things that I've heard today is, the cost, right? What is this going to cost? And there was there's research done on border walls out of Stanford University. And one of the things that research has shown, and I'll be happy to share it with the committee, is that, border walls cost us, right? Like when the Secure Fence Act of 2006 was passed, we lost a collective $2.5 billion of gross domestic product, according to this Stanford study. And that also resulted in a $1.2 billion gain to Mexico's GDP. All right, we did not see since then, people have said it today, the continued migration to the United States has been significant. So the Secure Fence Act did not deter anyone, right? The current Operation Lone Star has yet to deter anyone from attempting to cross. And that's what we're saying. That's what we're talking about, deterring people from trying to cross. And so one of the things that I wanted to share with you, there's a recent poll of 600 Central Americans who were asked, do you hear about the so-called open borders rhetoric? And one of the things that this poll says is that of those 600 Central Americans living in Central America, is when they hear rhetoric like Representative Jatan's, open borders, and the President Biden is not securing the border. When they hear those things, they're 59% more likely to choose to attempt to make it to the U.S. border. So this rhetoric that we're using today, all it does is exacerbates the problem that we're dealing with. We're not finding solutions. We're just throwing more money, $1.5 billion. That's going to be over $10 billion that this governor has signed his name to. $2.5 billion of it unilaterally through his own GR transfers. We have nothing to show for it. Thank you.
All right, members, any questions for Mr. Puente?